Right, so today I'm going to discuss the grade 8 factors lesson. So let's start discussing the lesson factors by revising what you have learned previously in grade 6 and 7 about factors. Right, first of all, let's discuss what it means by factors. What is a factor? What is a factor? A factor means, right, let's take a number like this. Let's take like 6, right? I'll take 6 as an example. So when I take 6, right, I can make this 6 by multiplying two whole numbers, right? That means I can write this 6 by multiplying 1 and 6 together. The two whole numbers 1 and 6 together, I can create 6. As well, I can create this 6 by multiplying the two whole numbers 2 and 3. Right? Are there other ways that we can create 6? That means without using 1 and 6 or 2 and 3. Now don't tell 3 into 2. 3 into 2 means again the same numbers, that means same whole numbers, 2 and 3, 3 and 2, that's the same, right? Other than this, we don't have ways to write this 6 as a product of two whole numbers, right? So as a product, I can write this 6 as 1 into 6 or else 2 into 3, right? So if I write this as 1 into 6, this 1 and 6 will be factors of 6. Got it? That means 1 and 6, I wrote it by multiplying, that means as a product I wrote it, 1 into 6 will be 6. So I constructed 6 by multiplying the two whole numbers 1 and 6. So 1 and 6 will be factors of 6, right? As well, 2 and 3 also will be factors of 6. So if I take factors of 6, I can take 1, 2, 3 and 6 as the factors of 6. That's all. Got it? So this means if it is a factor of 6, it means 6 can be easily, that means nicely divided by these numbers. So we can divide 6 by 1, the answer will be 6 and no remains. If we divide 6 by 2, it will be 3 and no remaining. If I divide 6 by 3, it will be 2 and no remaining. If I divide 6 by 6, it will be 1 and there also will be no remainder. So these factors means if we are writing it as a product, that means it will be nicely divisible. So it means factors, right? So in grade 7, we learned a new theory, HCF. Can you all remember the HCF, highest common factor? Right. Now let's move on to the highest common factor. What was the highest common factor? First of all, let's take the meaning of the highest common factor. The words highest means the largest. Right? Common factor, what will be a common factor? Common means both should have, it should be common, right? Factor means all these things, that means we should write it as a product, that's all, right? So let's move on to the HCF part. So first of all, take this to take the meaning of factors. Take this down first. Right? Okay. Then write out the topic. Highest common factor, HCF. Highest common factor. Right. What it mean by highest common factor? I'll take an example like this. I'll take 12 and 18 as two numbers. And now I'm going to find the highest common factor, that means the HCF of 12 and 18. So the first thing I should write this 12 and 18 by using prime numbers. That means we should write this 12 and 18 as a product by using the prime numbers or the prime factors. What are prime numbers? What were the prime numbers? Prime numbers were the numbers which has only two factors. That means 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 are the numbers like that. That means if we take 2, we can write only 1 into 2, right? As a product, when we are writing, we can write it only as 1 into 2. So 2 has only two factors, that means 1 and 2. So if we move on to 3, 3 has only factors 1 and 3. We can create it by 1 into 3, only by 1 into 3. Right? If we move into 4, we can create 4. 1 into 4 will give us 4 and 2 into 2 also will give us 4. So that means 1, 2 and 4 will be the factors of 4. Now 4 has 3 factors, so that means 4 will not be a prime number. So if we move on to 5, 1 into 5, only 1 into 5 will give us 5, so that means 1 and 5 will be factors, so there will be only 2 factors. So 2, 3, 5, 7, likewise, those numbers were the prime factors, right? So first of all, let's take 12 and let's write 12 as a product by using the prime factors. So to find the prime factors of 12, we should take 12 and start dividing from the least prime number. Least prime number means 2, 3, 5, 7. Likewise, when we start, we should start from 2, right? We should start dividing this by 2. If it is not divisible by 2, you can move to the next prime number, that means for 3. If it is not divisible by 3, you can move to the next, right? If not, you can't start with 3 if it is getting divisible by 2. So if it is divisible by 2, you should start dividing by 2. So 12 divided by 2, it will be 6. So 6 we can divide it by 2. So then divide it by 2, then it will be 3. So 3 divided by 2, can we divide 3? Can we divide 3 by 2? No, it is not nicely divisible by 2. That means not nicely means it will give us a remainder. So remainders can't be there. So it should be divided nicely. So this is indivisible by 2. So we should move to the next prime number, that means 3. So divided by 3, it will give us 1. So I can write 12 by using these prime factors. So as a product, I can write it 2 into 2 into 3. 2 into 2 will be 4. 4 into 3 will be 12. So that's all. Right. Next, 18. If I take 18, again start dividing by 2. Is it divisible? Yes, it's divisible. The last number is an even number. So that is divisible by 2. So divide by 2. Then it will be 9. 9 again divide by 2. Can we divide 9 by 2? No. The last digit, that means 9. 9 is the only digit. It is an odd number, so that we can't divide it by 2. So let's move to divide it by 3. 9 divided by 3, it will be 3. So again 3 is not divisible by 2. So move with 3. So 3 divided by 3, it will be 1. So we can write it as a product 2 into 3 into 3. Right? Now I'm finding the HCF. So to find the HCF, take the common things out. 2 will be common, right? And can we take this 2? The common things means from 12 and 18, both should have. That is the thing. That is the only thing, right? Both should have. This 2, we can't take it. Why? We don't have another 2 in 18. Got it? Here we have 2. So we got this 2 first, right? We got this 2. So now, other than this 2, we can't see a 2. So we can't take another 2 out. Right? Take the common things. 3 will be common, right? Okay. So 3 will be common, okay. Can we take this 3? No. We got this 3. So after taking this 3 out, we can't take this 3 because another 3 is not in 12. Right? So these were products. So 2 and 3 will be common factors. So take the product, that means the multiplication 2 into 3 will be 6. So the HCF of 12 and 18 will be 6. Right, take this down. Right. So after this, the lesson for grade 8, I just revised you all these things, right? I just revised you all these things. These were from grade 7, right? HCF was from grade 7. Nothing to teach in grade 8. But I revised before start the lesson because we are moving to algebraic terms now. From that algebraic terms, we are going to find the HCF of these algebraic terms, right? So write down the topic. Write down the topic. Write down the topic. Highest common factor. Highest common factor. Highest common factor of several algebraic terms. Of several algebraic terms. Highest common factor of several algebraic terms. Right. So I'll take the first example like this. I'll take 12x and 4xy. I take it like this. I take two algebraic terms like this, right? So now I'm going to find the HCF of these two terms, the highest common factor of these two terms. Simply like the previous thing, take 12x, right, and take 4xy, and now we should write 12x and 4xy by using the prime factors, right? The only difference is the previous sum we had only numbers, right? We had only numbers. Now here we can see algebraic terms xy, right? That means unknown terms, unknown constants are there. So when we are taking these things, we should write this by using those things also. So first of all, take the given number. That means only the coefficient, right? You take only this 12, right? And let's take 12 and let's divide it. 12 divided by 2, it will be 6. 6 divided by 2, it will be 3. 3 divided by 3, it will be 1. So we can write this 12 as 2 into 2 into 3 into x, right? There was another x. So join that x with the prime factors. So there was an x. So put that x like this. That's all, right? And take this 4. 4 is the number. Divide 4 by 2. 2 by 2. So 1, 2 and 2 will be the factors. So we can write it as 2 into 2. And there were x and y, right? There were two algebraic terms, x and y. So x, y means x has been multiplied from y, so that these prime numbers should get multiplied by x and y like this. Got it? Right? That's all. Now the thing is, you should take the common factors out, right? To find HCF, we should take the common factors out. What are the common factors? 2 will be common, okay, right? Another 2 will be common here, 2 and 2, right? Okay, 2. And 3 we can't take it. There are no 3's here. And there is a x here. And another x here. So we can take x as a common thing, right? So HCF, we can take it, 2 into 2 will be be 4 and there was x. So 4x will be the highest common factor of 12x and 4xy. Got it? This is just a simple thing, right? As the previous sum, you can take the prime factors and just join the unknown constants as a product. So as a product, when you are joining them as a product, expand that and write. If you have x, you can just put x. If there is xy, that means x into y, so you should put x multiplied by y. That's all, right? Take this down. Right. Let's move to the second sum. I take another example like this. 6xy, 8x squared, and I'll take 18xy squared. Right? I got 3 terms now. No issues. As the previous sum, just write 6xy, okay, 8x squared and 18xy squared. Now we have 3, right? Now when we are taking the highest common factor, all these 3 terms, right? We have 3 terms. From all these 3 terms, it should be common to everything. That's all, right? To take it like that, take these 3 terms separately like this and write it as products. When you are writing as products, take the number first and write it as a product of prime factors. So 6, you can easily, 6 means divisible by 2, 3, so 3 is divisible by 3, 1, so 2 into 3. And xy is there, that means x and y, that's all, right? Okay. Right, let's move to 8x squared. So 8, when we take 8 divided by 2, it will be 4. 4 divided by 2, it will be 2. 2 divided by 2, it will be 1. So that means 2 into 2 into 2. X squared. X squared means x to the power 2. That means x has been multiplied again from itself for 2 times. Got it? X has been multiplied from x for 2 times. That means x has been multiplied from x again. So when you are expanding it, you should write x into x. Okay, right then 18xy squared. 18, take 18 divided by 2, 9, 9 divided by 3, 3, 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. So we can write 18 as 2 into 3 into 3. So xy squared means x means only 1x. And y squared means y to the power 2, that means y into y. Right? That's all. Now we should take the highest common factor out. So to take the highest common factor out, first of all take the common things. Right, let's take the common things. Now don't see all these 3, right? If you see all these 3, you will be confused, right? You will get confused by seeing all these 3. Just move with the first algebraic term. Move with these prime factors or the factors, right? All these factors. 2 is there. See whether you can see another 2 in this and this. Yes, we can see. Right. Then 2 will be common. Okay. Right. Then another 3 is there. I'm moving on only the first term. Only with the first term, right? Don't see the other things. Right. 3 is there. Can you see 3 as a factor of this? No, I can't see. Then don't see from this. Why? 3 is not a common factor because there is no 3 here. That means we can't take 3 out. Got it? So, no 3's. Don't see. Don't tell we have 3 like this. It is useless because this term, that means 8x squared, doesn't have a factor like factor as 3. So don't take 3's. So finish. Let's move to the next one. X. Right? X is there. X is there. X is there. So X will be common. Right? So you can take X. And Y, can we take Y? In this term we can't see any Y's. So Y we can't take it. So that's all. So 2X will be the HCF of these three algebraic terms. Got it? That's all, right? That's all. Don't worry about the other things in the second and the third algebraic terms. Why? If it is common, when we take all the things in the first algebraic term, they should be common, right? If they are not common, that means don't check whether those things are common. Likewise here, don't come here and see, oh, Y is there, but this doesn't have. So checking these things will be useless. So take only the first algebraic term and then take the common things out. So then see if we can take it as 2x. Right, take this term. Right. Then let's move to the main part of the lesson, the most important part of this lesson. Right? Let's move to the most important part of this lesson. So now we got just algebraic terms, right? Now I'm going to take an algebraic expression, that means only one expression, and I'm going to write it as a product of its factors, right? I'm going to take the algebraic expression and I'm going to write it as a product, right? So let's start writing. Write down the topic. Write down the topic. Write down the topic. Writing an algebraic expression. Writing an algebraic expression. Writing an algebraic expression. Writing an algebraic expression. As a product of its factors. As a product of its factors. As a product of its factors. Right. So first of all, I'll take the expression like this: 2x plus 2y. Right? 2x plus 2y. So when I take 2x and 2y, wait. Now you have two algebraic terms connected with a plus mark, and then only it has been created as an algebraic expression. Right? So 2x plus 2y, we can see 2 is common for both these terms. That means 2 will be common, right? 2 will be common. So we can take this 2 out from the bracket and write the rest of the thing. Got it? Take the common things out, right? From that algebraic expression. You have some terms, you can have 2, 3, 4 terms, right? From all those terms, if you can take a common thing out, take it out, right? When you are taking the common factor out, take the highest common factor, the highest number that you can take it out, right? So I can take 2 out, so that means I'm taking 2 out and writing it as a product. When I'm writing it as a product, that means a multiplication. So if it is going to be a multiplication, you should take these 2 out by dividing, right? That means dividing by 2. 2 and 2 will be gone off and x will remain inside the bracket as the first term. Got it? Righto. Then plus mark, right, plus, and 2 I got out. That means from this also 2 should be divided by 2. Then 2 and 2 will be gone off again, and y will remain as the second term. So we can write it as a product 2 into x plus y. So in the algebraic expression 2x plus 2y, 2 will be a single factor and the next factor will be x plus y. So 2 into x plus y. That's all. Got it? Right. Take this down as the first example. Right. So I move to the next part. I take an example like this. 45a minus 15b. Right? Now listen to me carefully first. Right? Now, first of all, check the two numbers, that means the coefficients. So check those two and take the common thing out. Right? When taking the common thing out as a factor, be careful because you should take the highest common factor out, right? Not any other number, you should take the highest common factor. There might be common factors, right? There might be hundreds of common factors, but you should take only the highest common factor. That means you can see 45 and 15 are divisible by 5. Then you will feel to take 5 out, or else this is divisible by 3, you can take 3 out. But I asked you to take the highest common factor out. What is the highest common factor of 45 and 15? By seeing you can guess. If not, take 45 aside and 15 aside and make this as the previous sums by dividing it by prime factors, right? So the highest number that we can take out is 15. Here it is 15. And 45 is created by 15 into 3. So you can take 15 out. When I take 15 out, this one and this one, both these terms should get divided by 15. That's all. Right? No need to write like this. Just to show I'm writing like this. So 15 means 1, 45 means 3. So 3a will remain. Minus, there was a minus mark. So minus 15 divided by 15, it will be 1. So 1b. 1b means b. Only 1b. You can write it as b. So 3a minus b. So you can take the factors. You can write it as a product 15 into 3a minus b. That's all. Got it? Take this down. Right. Next, I'll do like this. I'll do some like this. Right. Final one. If this expression gets started with minus 2x minus 2y. Right. Now, when we take the factor out, right? When we take the factor out, if this expression gets started with a minus 1. Right? If this expression gets started with a minus mark, you can take the minus mark out. That means you can take a negative number out. That means a negative factor. With a negative factor, you can write the two factors. That means you can take the minus mark out and then check what is the highest common factor. You can see 2, so 2 is common, so you can take minus 2 out. Got it? When you take minus 2 out, both these terms should get divided by minus 2. So minus 2 and minus 2 will be gone off and x will remain here. So inside the bracket the first term will be x. So minus 2 is getting divided by minus 2 again. Minus into minus, minus getting divided by minus. Minus and minus together it will be plus. And 2 and 2 will be gone off, y will remain. So you can take the final answer as minus 2 into x plus y. Got it? This is the thing, we call this thing taking the negative factor out. Taking a negative factor out of the given algebraic expression, right? So when you are taking the common factors out, that means when you are taking the highest common factor out, if the first algebraic term is a positive number, you can take a positive factor out. If the first term is a negative number, you can take a negative factor out, right? That's all. So after writing the factors like this, you all can check whether your factors are, when you write it as a product of its factors, you can check whether your answer is correct or not by multiplying these two together. 2 into x, 2x, right? 2x is there. 2 into y, 2y, 2y is there. The answer is correct. So your product will be correct, right? So 15 into 3 will be 45. 45 will okay. 15 into b, 15b. So minus 15b, so the answer will be correct. So likewise you can check the answers, right? That's all for today then. From the lesson factors, you guys should finish the exercises from the factors, lesson factors, and if you all have doubts, you can WhatsApp me and clarify your doubts, right? So that's all for today. So then let's meet up with the new video for the new lesson. So then stay safe and see you.